lead, and they will be getting the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So he takes it from 2 yards deep all the way down the field into the other end zone. Add it all up, 102-yard return on the kickoff.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Waiting. 52 right here. Go. Go.
Throwing on 3rd down. That play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Just bowling over tacklers. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. And that will be incomplete. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Throwing now is Brady. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Back to throw, Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. A loss of 2 there. Second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Lopsided game in the 4th quarter that we're witnessing, but number 12, Tom Brady, he's still out there.
Not a surprise, frankly. From what we've seen over the years, that's the Patriot way. He plays all the way through, no matter what the score, what the situation. Hard to argue with their results thus far.
I'd like to be behind him just holding the clipboard, right? That's not a bad life.
Way to make a living in the NFL.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Brady now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Michelle. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Stafford on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Stafford. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady going to look to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. Going deep here for Edelman. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Here's Brady. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.